When I was about 2 years old, I fell down 2 flights of stairs, landed on my head, got a massive goose egg, no concussion, didn't even get like brain damage or nothing, was perfectly fine. A little bit later, me and my brother were messing around at our old house, and he pushed me in the back. I put my arm out, and I got a huge gash. Cut my arm all the way from the wrist to the elbow. I have a huge scar from it. Something that should have unalived me for sure, but I'm still here. Let's see. Next is we were at my grandma's, me and my brother again, messing around. He pushed me backwards. I fell backwards into the TV, smashed my head, back of my head into the corner of the TV. I had to go to the hospital for stitches. No concussion, perfectly fine. We were running around the house, old house, come down the stairs, and I hit the banister, whacked my head again. No concussion, just some stitches, perfectly fine. Got a little bit older, and we were out front at our new house, and the neighbors were playing with this like metal towing hook from like an old tow truck, and it got stuck up in the tree out in front of the house. So I went over to go help them, and I was pulling on the string. Towing truck came unlodged, came down, smacked me right in the face, right above my eye. I had to go to the hospital, get stitches for that. Thought I lost my eye, but perfectly fine. Nothing happened, no concussion. Got a little bit older. Let's see, am I skipping anything? Oh yeah. One day my mom got pissed at me, and she picked up the broom in the kitchen, whacked me in the fucking head with it. I had to go to the hospital and get stitches, and I was told not to tell the truth and to lie for her so she wouldn't get in trouble, and to say that I just fell, which is what I did, because I was a little kid not knowing any better. Right, mother? Got a little bit older, started getting my own thing. I was rebelling from home because I was done with the bullshit and the abuse and the swearing and the putting me down and telling me I'm nothing, and they knew exactly who I was and why I was here. And then we went to the tarot reading, and she saw my whole future at this tarot reading, and she knew then and there what she was going to do to me. She wanted to take me out as quick as possible, that way she could steal my destiny. Once I rebelled and I got a girlfriend, my first girlfriend, she lived a city over, so I'd get to see her every once in a while. I'd go over there, hang out with her. We got intimate. It was my first, encounter. Didn't work out. She ended up getting with one of my friends. Go figure. They're married with kids now, living their perfect little lives, right? That's number one. Well, I ended up getting into a huge fight with my mom because she had me arrested for possession from my own home. Yeah, just a little weed. I was 15, 16 years old, come home, I stashed weed in my closet. My own mother had me arrested and taken away and charged with possession of marijuana. I got arrested again when I was just out on the streets for possession of marijuana, where it wasn't even mine. I took it for one of my buddies and got in trouble for them, and I got a ticket for that. I got put on probation, all that jazz. Started working a job. I was pretty much working a job since I was 14, supporting myself. Everything that I bought, I got my own. My mom bought me stuff for Christmas and shit like that, but she didn't get me food, and like take care of me. Like, fuck, dude. It's just ridiculous. So I ended up rebelling. I left my senior year. I said, I'm not taking this anymore. I went to my dad's house, but I was still going to Oakfield School, right? A couple months in, someone called the school and said I was no longer living at my mother's house, and reported me for a fraudulent address, and I should no longer go to Oakfield School. I wonder who that was. Maybe we should look into that to see who reported me. Because I bet you it's my mother. So, I got expelled from Oakfield. Had to go to Batavia, because that's where I was living with my father. Enrolled in Batavia. Got expelled from Batavia because I got in trouble and my father didn't defend me. So they just looked at me as a fucking problem child. So I didn't even get a high school diploma because I got expelled because my parents were pieces of shit. 2 weeks later after that, my father kicked me out. And I was living on the street when I was 18 years old. Nowhere to go. So I asked my girlfriend at the time, her sister, if I could come stay with them until I could figure out a place to live. I got a job at Tops, stocking. They had a store that they were running. It was called City Styles. It was a little barber shop with some clothes where you can come in and buy clothes and stuff. So I was actually running the store for them during the day, and then I'd go to Tops at night. I was working 2 jobs when I was 18 on the streets, just living out of a fucking pretty much a basement dwelling in her house. Dating her sister, mind you. And she was a POS too, because all she did was cheat on me with her ex-boyfriend, and she was nasty. Her sister, the girl I was dating, her sister, her boyfriend was from Syracuse, and he was a big Jamaican dude, dreadlocks, huge ass con man. Comes to find out, got arrested. We all got looked into. Mind you, I'm 18, right? Dealing with one of the biggest con men ever known in New York history. Next, I ended up leaving all that behind, and I asked my grandparents if I could come stay with them, which was probably the best thing that could ever happen to me, because it pretty much saved my life. Other than that, I probably would have just, done it and been done with this world and started over. But I didn't. I went there, just did as much as I could. I was working odd jobs. I got a job at Blockbuster, became a store manager. I was running cell phone stores. I was making good money. I was helping them out at the house, taking care of the yard and doing everything, whatever I could do to help them out. Laundry, dishes. She, cook. I would clean the dishes or help her out as much as I could. It came to a point where my grandfather was getting sick, and he ended up having a diabetic shock one day, and I caught it. So I ended up saving his life. And I think that pissed a lot of people off in my family. And from that day forward, it's like they just, a switch flipped in all of them, and I felt like they were just my enemy at that point. What my mother did, I didn't know at the time, but I feel like she set this up. I don't know if she set this up or if just my ex-wife set this up herself, but she's a honey trap. She came into my life to destroy me and either have me unalive myself, or she slowly unalived me by doing whatever, poisoning me and blah, 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 right? Once she figured out that wasn't going to work, she figured that she was just going to go out and find this group, right? Form this group together to attack me. And that's exactly what they did. They spent 4 years, almost 5 years now, attacking me spiritually. Trying to unalive me, throwing all this black magic at me, putting me into accident situations, putting me in all this stuff. You guys have no idea what I've been through these past 44 years. That's just a snippet of it. I could go into so much more detail. And here we are today. It's just, you guys are still going at me. You won't leave me alone. Just leave me alone. And give me what you stole from me. Oh, and by the way, that accident that I got in Ken Barrett, I know for a fact that I was unalived in that accident because I saw the Father and he spoke to me. He showed me everything. So all the stuff that I said today is true in this video because I saw it all in a vision. And secondly, that accident, I came back to life instantly. Got out of the vehicle, walked over the grass, and just laid there until the ambulance showed up. My whole left side was destroyed. Broken shoulder, dislocated shoulder, broken collarbone. I had a collapsed lung, with broken ribs because I ate the whole fucking steering wheel and dash with no seatbelt on, with a guy rear-ended me 55 miles an hour. I had a dislocated hip and a smashed fucking hip, and they took x-rays of everything, and guess what they said? Oh no, you just broke your nose. Nothing's wrong with you. While I've lived with all this injury this whole time. Can you imagine the pain that I feel right now? Because of the lies and the deceit in my life? But no one cares, right? Just go and live your happy little lives. Go right ahead. Like nothing happened. You didn't do anything to me, right? Yeah. We'll see.